Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Infallible. We're on episode 7. I'm getting excited.
Terrible
We're
host.
reaching, we're reaching that milestone again. You know that deadly milestone.
Whoa! Let's not jinx it. Relax.
This is the exact number where the other podcasts are going downhill. And look at us. I'm jinxing it all the way. We're going places with
All
this
right
one.
then. Okay.
So today I'm joined with two special guests, and one of them's already said something. First one is our old guest from Unproblematic. You may know him. He's our music supplier, Freddie Mercury.
No.
And he's known as Salad, but we just call him Freddie. And of course, our regular guest,
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's
Fan
back.
favorite. The fan
Fan
favorite.
Everyone loves him for his quotes. And of course, our regular Sauna.
Yep. Well, excuse me, mate. Regular. I'm
I'm
co-host.
being asked, co-host for this episode. Then I'll become the co-host next time. And of course, me, the main man, Ibrahim. And then Craig Bot as well. He's here recording.
Yes, of course. We can't forget Craig Bot.
All right. Today's crime. I think we'll focus more so on hate crime because that's what Suleiman's really interested in.
Oh right. Okay. Yes.
And
let's
then
get
if we
into
need a
that.
part 2, we can talk about the more general stuff.
All right.
But today, Nitbag News is huge. So first, there's a few topics you have to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about, Gavin Williamson. He's our least favorite man. He's gone. The
Has he?
idiot's gone.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
He's
replaced him?
Let me check.
That guy who's the vaccine minister, isn't it? What's his name? I don't know what his name is. Though.
It's not Sajid Javid, is it? No, that's
No,
he's
it's not him. Not him. He's a vaccine
agree.
minister.
Preceded by Damien Hint. Oh no, succeeded by Nadim Zawa. What?
Oh, whatever, man.
Zawa.
Him. The guy who was like a former extremist or something.
I'm not sure, but he said that. Wait, what the hell? Who stars been doing he's the vaccines minister. That's who he is.
Yeah, vaccine.
Current
Nadim Zawa.
education minister.
Was promoted by Boris Johnson.
Wow. So we got what's his name? What's his name, man? The what's his name?
Which one?
The guy who everyone hates, health minister. I've forgotten his name.
Gavin Williamson. Oh,
Hancock.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got Hancock out, and now we got Gavin Williams out. Oh my days!
Do you think our replacement's going to be any better though?
No.
Oh,
To be honest, I'm not really expecting much because all
Look,
assholes.
I think even if he does nothing, he'd probably be better than Gavin Williamson, to be honest.
To be fair, all our politicians are white, high class, went to Eton, and they don't really know what it's like to not have a 50-inch plasma screen TV that's on their wall. So,
Surround
to be
sound.
honest, I really couldn't care who replaces him as long as he understands what it's like to live in the real world.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even a wet broomstick could do better than previous health minister.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I mean,
Williamson was a bit of a knob.
yeah, I don't like him. He always looked like he was patronizing you when he was explaining something. Like, oh yes, I know this way better than you do. So let me speak slowly as if you're a child. Whenever he says something, I just want to punch him. Like,
You should absolutely. I think everyone despised him, to be honest. Parents and kids. Oh man.
Firstly, he missed the grade up in the GCSE. Massive U-turn. What was that? One day before GCSE results, bro. Everything's got fucked.
oh yeah, I remember when he wanted to reduce summer holidays. You're having a laugh, fella. You're having a real laugh.
And the biggest thing that he just kept complaining about mobile phones in school, and he never did anything. Thankfully, he probably would have screwed that up as well. But he just continued to complain, and I believe he offered a solution. He said every student should put their phones in like a little bag at the start of the class, and then like they get it back at the end of the year. At the end of the day, that's a bit extreme. At the end of the day,
he just wanted to do something random to leave his mark on that position.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know the guy before him who introduced 1 to 9 instead of.
Oh
eight,
yeah.
You know, and he just did that for no reason, just cause like why not? Yeah.
Yeah. We immediately just go back to it the next year for A levels.
Yeah. What's the point? What difference does it even make? Like.
And then I said ABC back in it.
It just sounds supremely less cool to get a 9 compared to getting an A
It
star.
sounds way better to get A star. Yeah, that's cool.
I got a 9. Like, come on. Apparently, I think they did it because like they wanted a bigger range gap between the grades or something along those lines. I heard, but I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, apparently there's gonna be a circuit breaker soon. Apparently,
Circuit breaker.
yeah, where they add another 2 weeks soon.
Oh, is it?
Or what?
Yeah, to basically just like stop the, any more infections from happening.
You know what?
The government.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Let's turn the knitbag news then to more thematic. You know, Lil Uzi Vert. He had a little crystal in his forehead.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
The
It was
vision.
stolen, isn't it?
Yeah, it was stolen.
Stolen.
This was a while ago.
Oh,
I should probably stay when these like episodes are recorded. What the exact date is?
what are you talking about though? What is this?
You don't know who Lil Uzi Vert is?
Oh man, you youngsters, honestly. I just don't
Young.
understand what's
But
going on
this has been
nowadays.
recorded on the 19th of September, just for future reference, because
Oh, is
this
it?
news is gonna get this news is gonna get pretty old later on.
It's
So.
exactly a month before my birthday.
Nice.
Yay. Anyway,
Anyway,
who
yeah.
is this person?
So Lil Uzi Vert, he basically got a really, really expensive. He's a rapper, and he got a really, really expensive jewel, basically just implanted in his forehead. So he looks like Vision.
Sounds like a fool already. Okay.
Sounds like and everyone basically just said that's a horrible idea because this jewel is worth like several millions. So he's gonna have to have bodyguards. Like he literally basically put a literal target on his head, essentially. Implanted in his forehead.
That's true.
And what do you know? Lo and behold, someone comes around. He basically was doing crowd surfing, and they basically pushed him down and took the gem, like ripped out of his forehead. Like, oh, lo and behold.
Why is it that easy to rip it out if you got implanted?
And I believe he just got it embedded, so like they could just like take it out. It wasn't
Wow.
literally inside; like you could still see it and stuff.
He lost the Infinity Stone.
Basically, yeah. And another Thanos is gonna come out.
What an idiot.
I'm not too sure about this, but I think he might have gotten it back. But still, what an idiot! What stupid! What just like why? It doesn't even look good.
Right.
But yeah, that was happened.
Just makes it more dumb, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's a rapper in it,
I've
so
got
what do
so
you
much
expect?
money. Let me spend it on something ridiculous.
He's a rapper. What do you expect?
He's going to set himself up in the crowd, make a new fashion statement.
Well, rappers doing stupid things. What else is new?
Absolutely. There is one more Knitbag news, and it's a very recent one. Have you not been on TikTok recently?
I've never been on
Fuck
TikTok.
that app.
No, I use it just to see what my friends are doing and stuff. And there's this new trend going around. It's called devious licks. Have you not heard of
Yeah,
it?
I've seen that.
Basically,
I've heard of it.
yeah, it's become a big thing. Like news like agencies are starting to pick up and stuff. It's kind of like how big the Tide Pod challenge was, but this time people are actually doing it. It's not just some people did it, not everyone. And basically, the devious lick, on topic with the crime, they basically steal things, and they record and they call it a devious lick.
So they
And that's the
basically incriminated themselves and shared it on social media.
Exactly. They literally take their account with their name on it, with everything on it. They basically say,
I
check
support
out.
this trend.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah, no, we can
support it fully, 100%.
So,
you know what? This is just a way for natural selection to just happen.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. This is natural selection happening.
This is perfect. But basically, yeah,
This
they
is
basically just say
The stupid people are taking care of themselves.
exactly. Yeah, we just get them like people getting expelled left and right. It's a whole mess.
That's
They basically
stupid.
steal. They basically steal things like hand sanitizer. Someone literally stole a urinal. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
What
Urine?
I'm not joking. Hand sanitizer, like those like little like dispensers. Not the hand the dispensers, just the dispensers. The urinals, the sinks, the taps. Someone stole the traffic light. Literally, and they literally just got this devious lick with two devil smiley faces, and that's all it is. That's all it is.
I don't
And
like it when
everyone,
they
like,
slander my name
explosion.
like that.
Explosions.
I went on TikTok and someone literally stole a lamppost, like a big one.
What are they gonna do with it? Shove it up their ass or what?
Yeah, no,
You
they
know,
do nothing.
Some
They
people
just use it as
into that.
they just use it as a bragging tool, and they get arrested for it.
Goodness gracious.
So yeah,
well,
there are literally stories of towns going into full on like like lockdowns just to stop this from happening. And like there are cases of people like the school shutting down the toilets and putting like a everyone like a little school trip to the toilet, and you can't go like within hours, like within that time. If you go, you go. If you don't go, then you can't go. Aside from that, so there's like it's causing a huge uproar now because of it.
Was this the UK or America?
It's everywhere. I think it's just I've heard it mostly in the UK and America, but it's more so like the like the public schools that are like less funded and kind of shit.
All right, then I don't care.
You know, it just happens everywhere. But like I said, like it's gone outside the classroom now. Like people are stealing traffic lights and lampposts, so it's what it is. So
Well-
yeah, those are two criminal things going on.
Yep.
There is
Sounds good.
another story if you guys want to hear it. It's a bit late now, but if you want,
No,
if you guys
I want to get to the crux of today now.
you want to get into the crux of today, well, that's going to do it for Nitbag News then. So
Yeah.
Suleiman is here for a very particular reason.
Yo, listen.
So yeah, as of recently, we've been, you know, with the anniversary of 9/11, and there was that Sikh man and the mosque being set on fire and things like that. Hate crimes increased dramatically, and of course, we've also got racial hate crime after England lost, things like that. So today we're talking more about hate crime, and next time we'll put more emphasis on general crime. But Suleiman,
What,
you have
like-
some stories
like
to share, right?
You mean like
I mean, but it's not-
mysterious crime?
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
really
like-
a hate crime. It's kind of crime. It's mad. But
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know if I should talk about it. Should I talk about it? It's not really.
Yeah,
go on.
It's not really hate. It's not hate
So, like,
crime,
yeah.
but it's sort of.
Yeah, feel
Okay,
free to talk about
yeah.
it. Next time we'll focus on like you know, like crime mysteries, like you said, or like
Yeah.
what who'd you kill,
Yeah.
like the purge, things like that.
Okay. So, but I want to do. Okay, it's something that happened to me personally.
Mm.
So basically, so I was coming out of a friend's house, and I saw this black person literally holding a woman at knife point, like during the day.
Oh god.
At least yeah, it so happened. So then what I done is I dipped, like, because my friend's house really down the road. So I dipped, yeah, and then to this person, I said, "Oh, this is what it is, yeah." This guy was walking past and said, "Oh, look, this is happening, yeah." And then he just ran off. But trust
Is
me,
it?
that was the most
Why
scariest
didn't you-
moment in my entire
why didn't you-
life.
Why don't you call the police?
No, we did obviously, but didn't catch him. Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Did you give a description?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Bro, I
Okay,
was
well-
shaking, man.
Was the person okay?
Yeah, the person was right, but she was a bit shaken as well, innit?
Was
Yeah,
it
he said,
so not
She said,
surprising.
I know where you live and stuff. And she was quite old as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the second
Oh,
one
well.
happened to me. So basically, I was weighing out. It was quite late. I think I had an after school club or something. I was waiting for someone to come pick me up, and basically this person that was walking on the same side of the road. He was walking towards me, and he's usually pulling out a knife.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, and then what is? I saw the knife and I dipped straight inside to school, and I told him someone's got a knife. Someone's got a knife. Because I could see it in it, how he's pulling out. But luckily, I saw it straight away. So I dipped, and I went and I said, "Someone's got a knife. Someone's got a knife." And then afterwards, I didn't call the police straight away because he went. But yeah, that was another thing. Right.
Well, so you just randomly just took out a knife.
Yeah, like he's walking towards me because no one else was there. It was empty.
Oh.
And, like the gates were
Oh,
open.
damn. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'd like
that's
to
mad.
think that I could reason with someone in that situation. I know I probably couldn't. Like, I'd try and
Really?
tell them, like, remember, like, if you get caught, you've basically ruined your life. You've ruined
Yeah.
everyone's life.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like because nerves are so high, they'd probably do something unreasonable in that like circumstance. Because like obviously, especially if you're like inexperienced and it's like your first mugging, you'd probably just want to just do it, you know, or either that or run away. I guess. I feel like there's no good ending to something like that.
Why
But
do you
that-
see me
that-
stabbing something? It's mad. It's just
Knife crime is just like really high in Britain now, isn't it?
too much.
Isn't that something they also said that they would change, the politicians, and they never did?
Yeah, I saw Mayor. I saw
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan. Oh,
Yeah.
what a waste, man.
Yeah, he's actually a failure. I don't. He got elected again. Like, come on.
Yeah,
He
I swear,
got elected because he's Muslim, man. That's why he got elected.
I swear, they're all rigged. I'm telling you.
It's literally because he's a Muslim that everyone was like, "Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Muslim mayor, perfect."
He's so an arsehole, though.
It was halal McDonald's, and he couldn't even. Oh man, but yeah, that's again, it's politics now. Salah, did you ever experience a hate crime?
Fuck everyone who does it.
Nice.
Simple as that.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been live at experienced one?
No, but no, I haven't. But my dad
What, a
has
crime?
been like, he tells me about these stories about like if you ever do like try to walk away from it and everything like that.
Were you
Like
talking about
they
hate
had
crime?
overall, like
What?
crime in general, any like just avoid a fight and literally
Oh
just
yeah.
like you know, like when I walk across like the road by myself, I always like look around if there are other people are around, just in case.
Yeah,
You never know.
yeah. Like since that
I always
happened
get
to
my
me,
fist ready.
I've come more aware. Like
Mm.
I was so scared. Like when it happened, I was literally like the first few months scared to go by myself. You know what I mean? It's like a big thing, isn't it? Scared
Yeah,
that it might
yeah,
happen again.
You know what
It's
though?
just,
The area that my grandma lives in, right?
yeah.
It's quite it's a very white area, in it. But years ago, like at least 20 years ago, probably longer than that, right? When they first moved in, so this is before I was born. When they first moved in, we were like the first non-white family in the whole area.
Oh,
Yeah, and so basically, it was just my family experienced a lot of racism, like a lot of racism. Sometimes bricks would get thrown through a window.
oh, good.
really.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and like you know, obviously people would be like, "Go back to your country," all that. Basically, a lot of stuff. But my granddad was like proper aggressive too. Like he'd come out with like frying pans and like basically just chuck them at people's heads.
Oh,
Good. Get those fuckers.
But basically, it's just like it's so terrible that it's really funny as well because it's like my grandma was actually born in Manchester, so
Man.
she's probably more English than most people around here.
yeah,
But
Oh
yeah,
man.
basically, there's a lot of hate crime that happened. I think it happened mostly spiked because of 9/11, maybe.
yeah.
Maybe
Especially the
because of that.
Muslim women. That after that, it's just
Yeah, I mean, you
that.
hear like insane stories all the time. Like I heard recently, there was that Muslim woman who got she was pregnant and she got kicked in the stomach
Oh
and then she
yeah,
lost the baby. Things like that.
yeah,
That's just
It's
like
really
that's actually evil. Like
yeah.
how can you rationalize that in your head?
yeah, exactly. I don't know what the thought process would be. Like, oh, there's an innocent pregnant woman, and she happens to be wearing a headscarf. That must mean she's evil.
What did they
Shoot.
thought
Oh,
was
so
in
I
his
would do
stomach? A bomb?
something.
What?
What?
Well,
What'd you say?
What do you think there was in their stomach? A bomb or something?
yeah,
Was that what they were
No,
thinking?
but I think they literally just
Dumbass.
think it's us versus them. That's the
Oh,
mindset of a racist, isn't it? It's just
yeah,
like, right, our color has to protect us because, you know, tribalism and all that rubbish. And so anyone else that isn't part of my sect is a danger to me and whoever I love, so therefore I have to eliminate them. Like, how do you get such backwards views? You have to be ingrained with them. Like, your parents must be just dodge. Like, seriously.
I feel like racism is just passed down from generation to generation, the same as like genes are, I guess.
Through
It's just
inbreeding.
kind of like you get taught it, then you pass it on to your kids, and then you teach them, they teach their kids, and I feel like it just keeps going forever.
That's just I've never understood it. It's so stupid.
I think it's just a mental retardation. Folks, man.
You know what?
It
For
has
some
to be.
people, I bet it is.
I generally
just-
think like overall racism is just a big joke in humanity if you think about it. Like you're hating someone else just because they look different to you. Like that's just a joke. If you literally said
It's
that
so
to someone
stupid.
first time experiencing racism, they probably think you're joking. It's just that stupid.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can you
You're like-
imagine aliens coming down and like,
Exactly.
oh yeah, I hate these guys because of a different color. And what
Oh,
does
that's
that
funny.
mean? Oh, just because they're a different color. Yeah, but what does that different color mean? No, it's just different color. What? Okay then.
They're not my color, so I hate them. It's so like, did they just say that sentence out loud to themselves just once and then like not understand? It's weird.
I don't know. Like, have you guys
Like-
watched American History X?
No.
No.
You should. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's watch it. It's got that. Who's the actor that comes in Hulk?
Edward Norton.
Yeah,
Edward
Edward Norton,
Norton.
right? Watch it. It's just like it's basically about Edward Norton. He's like a neo-Nazi,
Oh,
and he
nice.
basically he hates black people, hates them because his dad was like a fireman or something, and he basically went into like a house that was burning down, and he had to like save some family or something, and he got shot by like a black guy or something like that, right?
Wow.
And basically his son basically resented like black people, hated them because of it, and so he has like a a swastika tattoo and everything. And one day he
Oh.
basically just he curb stomps a black guy.
Oh god.
You know what curb stomp is, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he just curb stomps a black guy, and obviously he goes to jail. But then you slowly see like basically just watch it. I don't want to tell any more, but just watch it. He has a younger brother too, who's basically obviously following in his footsteps, in it. And like, it's just a brilliant movie. Brilliant movie.
And
But I
Nice.
think that's like the mindset of a racist, probably the closest you can come to basically identifying what a racist thinks.
yeah, man. Like honestly, it has to be either like because if we try to reverse the situation, how hard would it be for us to become racist? Like if you were to reverse it after all the ingraining in our head, like we're all equal and stuff. If we were to flip it, how hard would that be? Like it's
Very
hard to
hard.
change your whole opinion to
Yeah,
after you've
exactly. You
been told
can't
something for
kill
so long.
someone just because they look. Like, it's weird. Like they they kill people sometimes just because they look different to you. We will never get it because obviously we don't think like that.
Yeah, we don't
People
think like that.
I
the
think
people
the
that
only
do,
way
they have no remorse. They have no remorse.
I think once you're born not racist, it's really hard to go back because you understand that not like you can't identify every single person with their color. You can't.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It doesn't make sense. But the only way it could probably work, the only way is if you like consistently get like bullied or harassed or you know whatever by a single race
Yeah,
consistently for like a really long time, then you might begin hating that race.
it is a bit of a shame, like genuinely, these kinds of things, especially since like I bet if you were to dig deep into some of these racist like racist people's stories, there probably is some kind of really deep twisted reasoning
Event.
behind it,
Yeah, traumatic event. Yeah.
some kind of event, or I'm sure that doesn't
Yeah.
apply to all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, some of them
'Cause-
just learn it. Some of them just learn. So some of them just don't even know why they're racist. They just know that they've learned it, and so they just keep those values.
Mm, yeah,
White supremacy. So,
yeah. I feel like there isn't a specific race that isn't discriminated against. Like obviously, if you take South Asians, we're called terrorists. If you take
you know
like
what? It's
Chinese, they said they spread
it's the
corona, things like
minority.
that.
Yeah, you know what? It's the minority that get hated on.
I feel like even white people, like white supremacists, and a
Yeah.
white person can't really do a lot nowadays, can he? If a white person says something, a minority can just be like racist, and they're done.
It's-
It's a bit
Yeah,
sad
yeah,
as well. Like we've started abusing our powers now as like minorities.
yeah.
So like it's literally every race now. They have to walk on eggshells. Some of them don't, and we get hate, and like
Now I think
it's just not good.
on the whole, white people have to walk more on eggshells than.
Yeah, as in like they walk on the eggshells, and we get like all the discrimination. Neither
Yeah.
of them are good, and no race should have that. But it's what it is.
I will say it's probably harder to be racist now. It is.
Yeah, a lot harder. Yeah,
Because
especially since you get shut down.
you'll get on blast by the whole internet. You just need one recording of you, your life is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
even
Yeah,
if some people are racist, they'll keep it quiet.
yeah. Like I think another example of that is like after the EDP situation, the guy who actually like got him
What an idiot! Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the guy who actually got him. They were just dug up. Like, he did a good thing, and they were just dug up things of it. He
Yeah.
wasn't a good person because he was
There
trying to
were
get
no
money out of it. But...
there were no heroes in that situation. It was just villains catching more villains.
Exactly, yeah. Like, obviously, he was doing it for the money. At the end of the day, it wasn't like for the good of his heart. But even then, like, people just they just got him saying the N word a few times, and it was just like,
You guys
all
know
right,
who
you're done.
EDP is, right?
Yeah,
You know who EDP is? EDP, you know.
the Eagles
No.
fan. He basically did some naughty things. And
Basically
there's a big meme about the cupcake as well.
he started grooming like he thought was a 13-year-old girl, right?
Oh man, he sent a picture of his literal shit.
I swear the guy is such an idiot though. I can't lie. He is so stupid.
He doesn't give up as well. I'm pretty sure he's starting his career again. Like, he's making a website or something. I heard.
Should he be in jail though?
Yeah, no, I think because the situation is classed as like unprofessional or something. Like, their evidence wasn't used in court. Like, it's not usable because like
That's
the way
rubbish.
the way they conducted themselves is wrong or something along
Nah,
those lines.
the guy it doesn't change the fact that the guy's still a pedophile.
Yeah, no, it's stupid, but that's just what they've done. Legal system, they can't accept it into evidence. I guess
Well,
it's really stupid.
What's his name again?
EDP 445. It was a massive thing. It caused a huge
EDP
stir in the
what?
internet.
Anyway, yeah. Let's. I think we're moving too much
That's
away from
yeah.
crime now, but
That's just a sexual crime.
yeah. Well, hate crime.
We're
So,
focusing more on hate crime. Yeah,
have you experienced? Has anyone here experienced any hate crime? Then
I've experienced online hate crime, but it's not really
No.
that bad, to be honest. Just online hate crime. I've never experienced it in person.
is it?
Yeah, like
Oh yeah,
I feel
'cause
like
it's easier to
yeah.
be bullied online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and especially like you wouldn't say it onto someone's face, first of all, and second of all, we live in a pretty good neighborhood, to be honest. Like, we don't live in a very bad one.
Yeah.
The majority of us nowadays, so I
Oh,
haven't
no.
really experienced it too much.
What about you, Stephen?
Online, it was more just like, the
No.
typical things you'd expect. So
Sarbraj, have you experienced any hate crime?
No, I have not.
Really?
Sarbraj would just use his black bow and just karate chop them.
You know what though?
Boxing.
The internet though, some parts of YouTube are just mad. Like,
Oh, that's true.
obviously, I love searching for debates in it, right?
Oh, of course
I
you
like
do.
I like debating Muslims the most because they get the most triggered. Right?
Oh, okay then.
It's true. You can't lie, Sullivan. It is
No,
true.
I'd say Christians
Yeah.
get more triggered. I'd say
No,
Christians.
Christians actually love it, and they're naive in the way that they think. So they think, oh, you'll come to the light soon. But Muslims get triggered, and that's funny. That's
Have you
funny.
seen the Christians I've talked to? My God, they're like, on God, Satan's gonna corrupt your soul and things like that.
Oh,
They're
I don't
all
care.
over the
I
place.
won't corrupt your soul, Ibrahim. Don't worry.
No, I've seen so many like Christians like that. And Muslims
yeah,
as well. Muslims get proper heated as well.
I was watching one video, about these people that basically just, they're former Muslims, right?
Uh-huh.
And basically, they escaped like Syria and Saudi Arabia and all that, and they tell their stories about how horrific it is and all that, right?
Right.
And some of the comments were like basically saying, "Oh, these are terrible people. I feel sorry for their families and all that because like they're shaming them by leaving their religion." I was like, mate, how can you shame someone for leaving a religion? How? I don't understand. If they have a bad experience with your religion, they have every right to say it. You can't tell them to just shut up and leave and keep quiet. That sounds like so much like a cult. So yeah, I found it basically really, really ridiculous that some of these comments were just crazy, basically.
Man, that just sounds insane. Have you ever been in like a proper like 500 comment argument with someone?
Yeah.
Proper like 500 comment like.
Bro.
I feel like YouTube arguments just eventually devolve into insults. That's just
YouTube, yeah. Have you noticed YouTube stops
get
at 500
outspoken.
comments in a thread?
apparently they
Yeah, why
increased
is
that
that?
now.
No, man. I try and it just says error.
Error.
Yeah, that's,
You've had
oh,
enough
yeah,
fun.
what is it?
Stop.
500.
Huh?
That's
What has ended 500, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it's always been 500, and then it just
yeah.
went-
I've seen threads where it's like view all 600 messages. So like I feel like it goes higher.
Really?
600.
Like
Oh.
600, 7. I feel like it goes higher
Nah.
than that now.
Some of
Never.
yeah, but basically, Yeah, there are some people that are really, really like mental on the internet that shouldn't have access to the internet.
Do you
Yeah.
lot think we need IDs for the internet after all the situations? Like, you need to verify your account.
Oh, that's
Because, like, I feel like you can just get away with anything, really. And I feel like the Saka situation
yeah.
really just...
But shouldn't you have the right to privacy too?
Yeah, exactly. It's such a big...
That's a big.
Well,
Okay, I think it depends on what site you visit.
yeah, I was about to say the same thing, really.
Yeah, like Pornhub, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
Pornhub, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I don't think you should require ID for that.
Little
No,
Jimmy
I've seen
Jimmy
that.
McTimmy needs his he needs
They
his
were
fix.
they were thinking about they were thinking about introducing something like that though, where you have to basically put in your credit card information and stuff like that.
Oh, but they've already done
then-
that on YouTube.
Oh,
They
no.
basically said no because that violates like people's privacy.
Oh, tell that to Google, man.
Google know
Yeah.
everything about it. I guarantee you, Sarah, bro,
Yeah.
Google knows your blood type. They know
Literally,
it somehow.
The
I
YouTube
don't
thing now
know.
is so annoying. You have to enter you have to give your passport or your ID.
What?
Oh,
You don't know.
For
If you
what?
go on a video that's age restricted, they like verify your age, and you can't just be like,
Oh,
"Yeah, I'm over
yeah.
18." You have to literally
Yeah, no.
either enter your credit card, and they're like, "If we charge you, we'll refund it in the next 3 days, even though you shouldn't
Man,
get charged."
you guys are late, man. I just typed in a fake age a while ago on
No,
YouTube.
that doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work
No,
anymore.
but
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
works now. It still works. It's kept it the same for me.
Oh, is it? Well, how the hell do you
Yeah.
have that?
I just did it a while ago, so I think I did it before they introduced this thing, and they just kept it like that.
no, you're already
No.
18 now, so
Yeah, I know, but obviously I wasn't like a year ago, so I just faked an age, innit?
yeah.
No,
but
as in
that's
like,
when it
yeah, I've had
started.
my account be like 18 for a
That's when
long
it-
time,
That's when
and
it
it's still
started, like
affecting me.
a month ago, isn't it?
Huh?
6
Yeah.
months ago. Like you have to fully verify it.
It's been about like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah. So of course you hacked it.
Yeah,
I
so
find it
like if
hilarious.
Also,
yeah, no, it basically even if you're 18, they basically ask you that you have to either supply your credit card or some valid ID, like a driver's license or your passport or things
Well,
like that.
I'm sorry, but YouTube can get lost in it.
Exactly, it's such a waste of a platform now.
What's her
I
name?
wish there's some competition.
Sarah Wojcicki or something, innit? What's her name?
Susan Wojcicki.
It's Susan. Oh, it's just like the second Karen name. Gosh.
Susan, yeah, you're right. Emily's a big one.
And Emily's not that bad.
no,
I've seen
Emily's
Emily
alright.
Emily is like the LGBTQ name.
Karen, Susan, Margaret.
Margaret, oh god.
The holy trinity of Karens.
Barbara.
Barbara, oh no. Barbara goes beyond. Sorry, to any Barbara's one. Mary's okay. I have Mary.
I was looking
Shanice is a bit.
because you know you can get Indian Karens, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
obviously.
God.
And they're called Giddens.
Oh no. You can't forget the male Karens as well. What's their name? Like what's it? Karen.
Oh,
The male
yeah,
Karen.
the male Karens are like Chase or something.
Jeez.
Chase.
What's that name? I keep forgetting it. There's like that male Karen name that's perfect. George.
George is not that bad. It's
George,
gotta
I
be
just looked at my
Chase.
textbook and I was like, George, yes.
Hunter,
I don't know,
something
man.
like that.
We've gone on to Karens now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, what
let's
was your
move back,
point going to be? Your main point?
What?
Was I just that Susan is a Karen name?
No. Oh yeah, basically, yeah. I don't like the direction YouTube is going in.
I don't think anyone does
That,
really.
like, I missed the internet's infancy when
Yeah,
everything
I missed that.
when everything was a joke. YouTube videos were no longer than like 2 minutes. And you know, that's just when everything was like cool and innocent. And then this new generation is coming in where, you know, the 10, 11-year-olds
Mm.
that are like Fortnite,
Well, the
all
dream
that.
stands.
And I feel like, you know, they can't do it.
God rest their souls.
I can't do
Personally,
it,
I really
yeah.
I really like the old internet for the fact that you could just joke around and not get shut down immediately.
Oh, thank you.
Like
Oh
there
my
used to be a really old meme of people saying this is my rape face, and it used to be like some random face.
Oh yeah, KSI, of course.
Yeah, and nowadays, if you make a joke like that, Emily, like BLM's gonna get right on your face and like.
No, I'm sorry. I'll make a joke like that because YouTube.
Yeah,
is,
no, I'm still making jokes. Like, forget that, man. I'm making jokes like that.
YouTube is very right wing. It
Yeah,
is
so yeah.
because of it's just a response because people obviously upload feminist fail videos, all that, right? BLM protest rubbish, right?
Right.
And obviously the comments get angry over it, and they basically get actively like opposite views just to annoy them. So they basically just because Twitter is rubbish, right?
Yeah, Twitter is a massive
Twitter
cesspool.
is the most toxic mass of people on the planet, right?
Right.
But they're all like really left wing.
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh, how dare you do this? Oh, we searched your internet history and you did this 37 years ago, right?"
Yeah, yeah.
And so now Reddit is like the opposite of that, just to annoy people on Twitter. But Reddit is toxic in the other way now.
Yeah, there's no good guy. Again, Reddit is also
Yeah.
shit.
YouTube is sort of shifting towards Reddit as well. And if that happens, like the internet is basically dead now. The internet has died.
Oh god.
It's
I feel like YouTube people are more reasonable. Like everyone on YouTube
then Reddit,
hates
then
Twitter.
Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone on Reddit, like Twitter's on its own, but Reddit is just equally not as good. It's
Yeah,
way
it's
better
like
than Twitter though.
it's
Like
the
if you had to pick
opposite.
between two evils.
Oh man, it's like the opposite end of the extreme though. They're both extremes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's mad. It's genuinely insane to me.
I think there are better circles on Twitter on Reddit than Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like you have to pick between over huge amount of hate and racism or over snowflakey and
Yeah.
really sensitive. Those are your two options. There's no middle
Whoa,
ground ever.
I'd rather have over snowflakey than over racism.
I don't know. Honestly, like, because then at that point, like, you can't really say anything, to be honest.
Yeah, there's. Oh man, come on! Surely you got to pick the snowflakey over racism.
I don't know, man. Because I feel like if that becomes a circle, I feel like people also become thick-skinned and be able to just shrug it off, and it's not that bad. But I don't know.
Mm.
It's
Anyway.
really, like, I mean, I remember like there was a hate crime. This is also a crime. There was like a massive hate spam because some white girl used a black haircut in Animal Crossing. That's what you're going for. Animal Crossing.
Wait. If
It was like Space Buns or something, and she was a white girl, and she had it as like the character design, and so many people were like, I believe she even got doxxed over it.
man, I hate people honestly.
Of course, it was Twitter, obviously, but like, that's what you're bargaining for. Over Snowflake, can't have it.
One day we need to talk about mysteries, like crime mysteries.
Yeah, that's crime too.
Yeah, maybe we could do that part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crime mysteries, but right now, hate crime is I haven't really experienced much actually, so I don't really know. But I think, do you think? All right, this is a hot take, yeah.
Right.
So people, don't kill me, yeah. Do you
We're not on
think?
Twitter.
All right, yeah, because I heard this from Ben Shapiro. I want to hear what Sarah
Oh,
Barge
Ben
and Solomon
Shapiro.
Solomon
Here we
also
go.
think, yeah. Sarah Barge, Solomon, you listening, yeah?
They've
Yeah.
both been muted. Oh, there we go.
All right, so basically, yeah, I don't like Ben Shapiro, by the way. I think
Nice.
he's stupid. He can't debate properly because he just talks really fast and he
Yeah, I
intimidates
can't
everyone,
understand him half the time.
and they back off. And sometimes the evidence that he cites is just wrong. Like, here, read this 50-page booklet, blah, 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 and then you read it and it's actually not supporting anything that he said whatsoever.
Yeah, and because it's 50 pages, no one actually checks it.
Yeah, especially the transgender one. He read it like, oh, studies show that children need male parent and female parent, and you read the study and it shows the exact opposite of that. But basically, he basically said that racism has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with culture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
What do you
Ooh,
guys think?
Wait, say again. What's the race is what?
Racism, like basically
Yeah.
hating other races, has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the actual race, but it's got everything to do with the culture.
That's his bullshit. That's his bullshit.
I
Isn't it,
feel
really?
like giving racists a bit too much credit, because by that definition, you would be like, oh, hating someone based on their skin color, they would find irrational as well. It's more the culture, but they're not that rational. Like
What do you
I'm
think,
pretty sure
Sarah?
they hate purely because of the color as
It
well.
is. It is. Yeah, I think it's more of the color, like the different. What BS is that? Very culture.
Sarah, what about you? What do you think? Oh, he's gone quiet.
I feel like I feel like the racism stems from the actual race, and then the culture is just what follows.
I actually think it's the other way around.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think people experience the culture of a different race. They don't like that culture because they find it like annoying or it's diluting their own culture or whatever, right?
Mm.
And they use the race as an indicator for that culture.
Oh,
So if you're black, oh, you guys are like tribal and you just dance over a fire or whatever, so I hate you. Not because you're black, but I hate because what you do. And it's just obviously an over assumption, nothing based on that. But I think there might be some merit to it, the idea.
yeah. I feel like nowadays that would be a lot more reasonable, considering the path that like BLM has gone down, and like the culture of it and everything like that. It's become a lot like you can definitely see why people would dislike it.
Mm.
Like you can definitely see that. I feel like nowadays, especially, that would be a huge thing. But
But
I
I
feel
also
like
don't like it.
especially what
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
I feel like especially back in like before like when like before internet and everything became widespread, like you couldn't really experience those cultures. You kind of just hated the race for the sake of you felt they were inferior to you, and like that was like the biggest thing. So
Yeah,
I mean, you
after
didn't really
slavery, innit?
experience the culture really. It was just kind
Yeah,
of
I
taught to you.
also don't like. Do you think I don't like it because I find it kind of racist myself. But when people say white people have no culture,
So
Oh
yeah,
wow,
but you've heard that, innit? You've heard it.
yeah.
Have you heard it, Sir Raj?
let's say again, I had mic problems. A
You
few
know when
years.
they say white people have no culture?
What?
White people have no. Have you never heard of that?
No, I never have.
Well, I've
Really?
heard of it a lot. Yeah.
Really?
Do you
No.
agree with that statement?
Absolutely not.
No, I
What
really
is
don't.
No.
what is the British culture then?
Fish and
Tea.
chips.
The fact that we don't the fact we say British
That's
and we
not.
ignore the T
That's
in
not.
there. That's our culture.
That's not. British didn't even make that as well. They didn't.
Fish and
Yeah,
fish and
so
chips.
down the
I feel
pub with the lads, kick about.
exactly. Yeah. No alcohol. I feel like everything that isn't like a culture from another race is probably white culture. Like if it doesn't apply in any of the other categories, it's probably white culture.
Well, I don't. I think that's different. Like, I don't think you can pinpoint one culture to one race.
I mean,
Yeah.
not always. I feel like there's a different culture for black people in America and black people in Africa,
Yeah,
or like
definitely.
Asians in India and
Because
Asians, but like there's a different culture for it.
yeah, definitely. Because because I did this in sociology, right? We were learning about what the rates for grading systems are for each race.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were learning about it because it's part of education. We learned that basically, no surprise, Asians and have the highest rates of achievement, right?
Our parents make sure.
On average. That includes Chinese, Japanese, Singaporean, all that, right?
Especially the Chinese. Come on.
Yeah, especially the Chinese. And then second was, I think, Africans.
Oh, okay.
So black people from Africa, specifically. And then third was white people, so like British, right? And then
Oh,
fourth was Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Yeah, so like I'm sure every school has experienced this. So I hope it's not considered racist. But you know how there's like a crowd of white people and there's like a crowd of black people. People just tend to go towards their race. It just happens.
Yeah, I mean that's common. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens, right? The people, the Caribbeans normally are the ones that usually are often misbehaved, right?
All right.
I know you think this is racism. I know you think that, but on average,
Absolutely no. It's not racism in the slightest. It's
I'm trying to say it as a
psychology.
blanket statement. I'm not saying all Caribbeans are misbehaved. I'm just saying from what I've seen on average, if you were to take it all into account, I'm just saying that on average.
It's a shame you have to say these things, otherwise you're
I
gonna get
know.
lynched.
I know. I hope I don't get whatever cancelled. I don't really care. Cancel me, whatever
You
you
don't
want.
really
I don't
care.
care, right? But I'm just trying to say from what I've experienced, and I think that's because of cultural shifts. Because
Right.
black people from Africa will fully get patterned by their parents, right?
Yeah, fully.
So they never
Right.
misbehave. But
Yeah.
people in the Caribbean, there isn't that same amount of culture, so I don't see it as much.
Yeah, I mean, like, the same thing with Asians as well. Like, we've got stricter parents, I guess.
Yeah, but I
And
think
I mean,
basically,
yeah,
yeah. So I think even race isn't indicative of culture. Culture changes across different races too.
right, yeah. And I mean, what you said about the different cultures go towards each other. I mean, look at our friendship group. We're like 90% Asian, aren't we?
Nah, we got Richard and EK.
We got Richard and EK. That's it.
Nah, wait. Let me think about this.
Like Joe, Salada Indian. You're Indian. Suleiman is.
I don't like
Suleiman, you're
India right
Pakistan.
now, though. India's a dead country. I'm saying it right now. India's a dead country.
Oh shit! An
I'm saying
Indian
it.
saying
Cancel
they.
me. I don't care. I don't
I mean,
like
you're
Indians.
Indian, so
There
you
you
can
go.
say that. You're Indian, so you
Huh?
can say that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like Indians.
You don't like Indians.
No,
Right,
I don't.
we got Sri Lankan in there. We don't have any Bengalis, but like we're mostly
Really?
Indian. Yeah, I
Bengalis are
know.
normally like the most numerous.
Yeah, Bengalis are huge. Like I've seen like a ton of them, but
Yeah.
none. I can't speak. None in our group.
We got 2 Pakistanis.
We got me and Suleiman. Anil's
Yeah.
the Sri Lankan. And
Sammy,
And then
Joe,
yeah,
you.
Sammy, three. That's 3 of us.
oh yeah, there's 3 of us. And then it's me, Junaid, Joe, Sarah
You, Junaid,
Raj.
Raj, and right?
Yeah, that's better. What about Mustaq?
Ropinder.
Mustaq's a Pakistani, I believe.
Oh, Rajveer.
Roger, yeah, he's Indian. Then we got more
Yeah.
Indians than anything else. You guys are all the Indians out here.
Yeah. But I think yeah,
So yeah,
basically
so 2 people, 1 black and 1 white person. That's our biggest diversity.
yeah, we got a little that's good. We got some
Yeah, we know
diversity.
we've ticked off the cultural diversity list. All right, we've got it. All right, we've got it.
But yeah, I think hate crimes happen. I think we've determined a lot during this video. I think
Yeah.
we've determined racism can either stem from a traumatic past event or being taught it by a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people make judgments on race, so like racism occurs a lot because of a judgment of culture. So they use race as an indicator of that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there's a lot. We've
yeah.
almost reached our mark, by the way. I've got another question that's a
Oh,
bit
yeah, go ahead.
interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened in terms of hate crime if 9/11 didn't happen? If 9/11 never occurred, what do you think would be the state of hate crime? Like,
we
would it
don't
increase
know
more
if it would
towards a certain race, or would it just never happen? Or
To be honest, there will be some people that will still do it, obviously, but I don't
Hmm.
think it'll be that bad as it is now.
do you think 9/11 caused the majority of the
Thing
hate
is,
crime?
I don't think Muslims get much hate crime in London.
Yeah, so no, Muslims are the majority of London, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, no,
So yeah,
I'm not
and
sure.
I'm
I'm not sure all of London is like. I'm not sure if you consider all of London. I don't think Muslims are the majority, but I think
it's majority of 50-50, one or the other. Like, it's very close.
I don't think so because we go outside of the main part of East London, and mate, I'm telling you, it's just white people. So
Yeah.
I think, but if you go into the main areas of London, I think the London is a very safe place for Muslims on a whole.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
If you go to Birmingham, you'd be surprised how many Asians there are. They're everywhere.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
literally like
Indian
they took a slice out of India or Pakistan and they literally just imported it into England. That's how it feels like.
It's the same with Ilford as well. Have you seen
Huh?
Ilford? There's no
And
white man.
Green Street.
Oh gosh. Oh god. East Ham. Oh my days. You guys know Southall, right?
Oh
Yeah.
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 Oh,
It's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
just Punjab. It's literally just Punjab.
That is so
I remember, yeah, Southall. The biggest thing I remember about Southall was Jalebi Junction. That's it.
I
Oh
hate
yeah.
Jalebis are disgusting. I'm sorry.
Jalebis are fantastic. What are you
No,
on
they're
about?
What the
not.
hell, man?
Oh
No.
God, kick this man out of the
They're
the
orange.
podcast.
They're orange webs of sugar. That's it.
And they're bloody delicious as well.
No, they're not. They're disgusting.
It's like sugar syrup in like a little tube.
No,
That's so
man.
good.
It's There's so much. There's so much more that you can do with that amount of energy that you just wasted on this rubbish.
you
Honestly.
you
That's
always
just
hate
your
the foods that
opinion.
everyone else likes.
No, I'm sorry. No. All right, cool. I'll bait you out. Yeah, red velvet cheesecake, eggs in your dal.
No,
Yeah,
man, eggs in the
don't
dal
try
is a
it, man.
specific.
You
Bro,
have
that's
the
the thing.
most.
That's the staple in dal.
The
Eggs in
fact that
dal.
your
Trust
favorite,
me.
the fact that your favorite crisp is ready salted.
That I will defend ready sorted till the cows come home. It's
What the
brilliant.
hell? That's so dead.
Simplicity.
Ready sorted is fantastic. It will
No,
never
I'm
die.
That's
sorry.
not.
It is the most
Ibrahim
brilliant
is,
flavor ever.
Ibrahim is secretly a Gora. I'm telling you.
No, honestly, I just like the bland flavors. I guess I love ready sorted.
He's a
'cause the
Gora.
Gora.
I told you.
It's
No
so
spices.
good that it's oh my god, it's just so good. See the Goras,
No
they know what they're
spices.
talking. They know what they're on about. The Goras. That's what I'm thinking. They know what they're
Oh,
on about.
He says Gora like a
For
Gora
anyone
as
who
well.
doesn't know what a Gora is, by the way, we're not
So
going to
I-
tell you. Google it.
Yeah, no, this is the Asian talk. This is Asian talk. We're all Asians here.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Anyway.
Basically.
So it's credit
9/11.
you.
Oh yeah, the 9/11 question.
We went from 9/11 to ready sorted.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I think hate crime, yeah, wouldn't be as high. Of course, it wouldn't be as high. Yeah,
Wouldn't be as high, yeah.
yeah.
That's what
But
I'm
I think
feeling, though.
America sort of orchestrated that in it. Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy, yeah, no, it was faked. It was faked. It never happened. They just
Well,
they
it definitely
supplied the
happened.
dynamite on the Twin Towers and they exploded and they
Yeah.
CGI'd
That's
the
what I
plane.
heard.
It definitely happened. Something definitely killed a lot of people.
Oh,
But,
Absolutely, yeah.
whether it was the Taliban or Al Qaeda or not, oh, there's a different question, isn't it? Really.
oh.
Bin Laden.
Not advocating for the Taliban, by the way. They're a group of idiots too. I'm just saying.
We're gonna
Yeah.
hunt you down.
I think we might have another special guest right as we're about to
Yeah,
finish.
but he's muted, so forget
He's
that.
muted. Yeah,
He's
he
a
asked me right
waste,
now.
man.
He's like, may I join? And then I was like, yeah, sure.
Who is this? Who is this?
Anal.
Spice Man.
Anal.
Spice Man. Oh,
Yeah.
Anil.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anal.
Anil was our
He's
local
there.
racist, ladies and gentlemen. Go on.
Yeah, we basically we put a racist here so we could interview special guest number 3.
Anil, why
Yeah.
are you gay? I mean, why are you racist?
Wait, about what?
I
Oh,
told
wow,
you,
that
see? I told you. Told you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm racist.
He's
See, I
racist.
told you. I told you.
Chili sauce.
There you go, see? He's
See, look.
misappropriating other cultures.
Exactly. Like, how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, I know it's got like some weird obsession to chili sauce now. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. He overdosed on it.
I like Blue Dragon. Sweet chili sauce. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. We've gone back to food again.
Conversation's broken down. Let's just, say our final thoughts.
Final thoughts. All right. Yeah. Did I get a confirmed answer from Suleiman? What did you think about my question? No, he's not here anymore. I know. Why don't you answer my question? If 9/11 never happened, do you think? Oh. I got
Yeah,
the
basically, I think that obviously, yeah, I think it'll be less in it if it happened. I mean, obviously, it'll
Less.
still be there, but like,
Still
you
be,
can't take that away. Like,
I feel
Alright.
like another groundbreaking event would just eventually happen anyway, to be the new 9/11.
No, you know what it is? It's like even though 9/11 happened, of why I don't say it more correct again, but the people they blame other races for why it happened. It's not
No.
just Muslims.
No, say it.
It's just
Wait, say it again. I didn't really hear. I didn't catch it.
This is a safe place, Solomon. Say it.
Yeah, we definitely
I
won't
shall
use it
say
for the thumbnail.
yeah, you just why
No, we won't.
controversial.
See,
A
Ibrahim, why are you
controversial
baiting out
question.
for?
Controversial
This is
question.
why I can't trust you with this sort of stuff. You know that.
The-
Oh, shit, what was I gonna say?
Don't worry, Solomon. You're all good. You're all good.
Oh, wait,
Forget it.
really?
Forget it.
I thought-
Sarah Brad, what
was
about
I
you?
saying?
You're just gonna shut down Solomon like that? How dare you?
About what again?
Do you think hate crimes would be less if 9/11 didn't happen?
Probably slightly less, but looking at other terrorist attacks, they'll still blame Muslims for that.
There you go
Think
then.
about it.
There you go.
So
Yeah, the new
probably
9/11.
as bad, yeah, pretty much.
All right,
Pretty
well,
much, yeah. I know. Why don't you answer that question?
He's
What
racist
question?
anyway, so blame him.
Oh, let me answer.
Go on.
Wait, what's the question?
If would hate crime, would you think that if 9/11 never happened, would there be less hate crime, more hate crime? What do you think?
I think there will be less hate crime, but still hate crime.
yeah. He's got
No.
it.
And chili sauce.
Because Anil exists, he's a bit racist like that. He was still cause
Yeah.
hate crime.
I knew it would probably start it.
Yeah.
He'd throw the first stone.
Yep.
Sri Lankans are just like that, you know.
Whoa.
I mean,
Cancel Ibrahim now.
Cancel me. You know what I
Cancel
was saying
Ibrahim.
about I'm gonna make those jokes.
No.
They didn't
We
do
all
it.
heard that. We all heard that.
You know
They
what?
didn't do
In
it.
the future, a few years from now, someone's gonna come back to this episode, dig up, and put cancel us on Twitter. You know, someone's gonna do
Yeah,
that.
or we're up for a job interview. Someone just Googles a random video and here's Ibrahim make a statement like that. There you go.
Good thing I did it at
Declined.
the end of the podcast, so no one will find it. Hopefully.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
Here's my actual answer. Yeah. If so wait, so the question was 9/11. Is that
If
Um,
9/11 didn't happen, then would hate crime be
okay.
increased?
Yeah. So all right, yeah. If they didn't do it, then I'll do it.
Alright, that's
there
where
you
we
have
end.
it.
all right. That is where we end, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
All right.
All
Craig,
right.
what?
Special thanks to the 3 special guests that appeared today.
Yeah.
You're not welcome.
This is giving
Love
me
it.
huge unproblematic vibes. I gotta be honest. I just felt kind of nostalgic.
Absolutely.
I felt
Absolutely
really
love it.
nostalgic for a second.
Don't jinx it.
All right. Well,
Plug.
The podcast that should not be named. We'll call it.
Perfection _ Kingdom. Yeah. Quick plug.
Yeah. Support Suleiman's what's it called? The sweet shop.
don't do that. We're not a
Sweet
sponsor. What do you mean?
Yeah, you don't even give me free sweet. Where's my payment, Suleiman? Where's
Yeah,
the
pay
payment?
us a commission.
I'm not thinking nothing, mate.
It's payday, man. It's payday.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, Suleiman, Freddie Mercury, and Anil now who's just joined. Thanks for coming.
stay tuned for part 2.
Yeah, probably not
Um,
next. Well, next time we'll probably do like money
Yeah.
or
right.
LGBTQ, one or the other. All right.
Till next time.
Salad, you got music, right? You sent me your music already, so we'll just put it. All right,
Well
cool.
done.
I have to go, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
Ladies and ladies now.
All right, let me just shut off the bot now again. I won't make a mistake, I
Bot.
swear.
All right, bye.
You put it mess it up.